You can see that the banner slider images are kind of outside the container, and I'm getting the scroll bar. So basically in the web design field, if you get a horizontal scroll bar, that's not a good thing. So what we'll do now is we'll make them fit within our container, and then we're going to create the slideshow. So let's get back to our code. And if I scroll down, this is my slideshow. I'm going to give a class and call that as banner. Let me save that and we close this one. Okay, I don't need this, so I'm going to select this banner class and get back to our styles, and here I'm going to say banner, say dot banner, and here I can specify the width. I can specify the width can be 1000 pixels, that is the exact width of the container, and the height I'm going to set it to auto. I'm going to set that one. Okay, so now what I need is inside the dot banner I have img, that's my image. I'm gonna set the width of that image to 100%. Okay, and the height I'm going to set it to auto. Let me save that. If I get back to my browser and if I hit refresh, you can see now that images are kind of fitting inside this. So let me inspect this. Let's see what is the size of the image which we have chosen. So if I select this one, so if I can select my image here, it shows that is 1200 by 500, but what I need is the actual size in the browser. So if I select my image over here, you can see it says 1000 by 416. I'm going to set it to that much. So width and height of the image are fixed and the text is now overlapping, so we need to fix that one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say overflow. Anything that is coming outside the div is going to be hidden. So let me save that. Let's get back to our browser and hit refresh. Okay, you can see now that we don't see the other image coming out. So what we need to do now is we need to create a slideshow here, so this should be moving. So to do that, what we'll do is we'll go to the next tab and in Google look for jQuery cycle 2. The latest version is 2, and in this one you can go to get started, and you can see that there are two links here. So just copy these two links, and in your code in the index.html just go to the footer part, and before the body tag closes, paste these two links. Now what we have to do is we just have to call this cycle slideshow inside our banner. So I can get back to my banner here, and right beside it I'm going to call this one. So let's get back to our browser, let's hit refresh, let's see if it works. Yes, our slideshow works, but there is a small issue. See, my navigation bar now doesn't show the drop down. So drop down kind of appears only when the slide happens. So basically what's happening is the slideshow has the higher value of z-index, so I need to make sure that my drop down also has the higher value of z-index. Let's get back here. In my style.css you can see that we have a drop here, and drop class I'm going to set z-index as 999 and save that. Let's get back to browser, let's hit refresh. Now if I take my cursor, okay, we have our drop down and our slideshow.